part by the Stroh Brewery Company, a family-owned brewery, and its distributors throughout Michigan.
We're pulling out of Action Marina down here at Bowles Harbor on our way out to what appears to be a real calm Lake Erie on this morning. Ray Nichols is a captain here aboard the Anywhere 32-footer.
How you doing this morning, Fred?
You are the captain?
For the moment.
Okay, well,
we have my wife aboard, who's also the captain.
Now, hold it. Do we have the wife aboard, or do we have the old man aboard? Is Ray aboard? Who is the captain of this ship?
Well, we're both captains.
I know you are both charter captains.
So when he's at the wheel, he's the captain. When I'm at the wheel, I'm the captain.
Now, when do you take over?
Well, it depends. Today I'm letting him have a little time at the wheel so I can relax.
Okay, well,
it's his turn to work.
Nancy Nichols was one of the first women charter captains in this state, weren't you?
Yes.
Do you take out charters by yourself?
Oh, I sure do.
When do you do that?
Whenever I can find time. I took one out Wednesday night, and we had a great time.
Do you have groups of women that want to come out with you, or, particularly? Or?
No, usually it's the same as anybody else's charter. Sometimes couples, sometimes just men.
Okay, you know the fellas that we have aboard right here today?
Just met them. Nice
okay,
fellas.
Now these fellas, let's talk to them a second. Start on this end with Barry McCrary
from
Lansing, and Mark Robert,
Hi.
and Jerry Emmerich.
Yep.
Okay, now these three fellas wanted to be on Michigan Outdoors real bad. You want to tell the story of why you're with us today?
Well, we usually take an annual walleye trip, May 15th, and we seen that come up on the wishboard there, and Ike called us up about 5 minutes left to go in it and asked us how much we wanted to spend on it.
Wishboard, that's the Channel 23 auction that we had this past spring. Okay, and you were the high bidders.
Right. We told him bid whatever it costs.
Why is it that you wanted to go fishing so badly on Michigan Outdoors?
Well, we figured we could probably limit out for one thing.
You think so?
And get on the camera for the other.
Okay, what do you want to show people? You want to show them that you got a limit, your extreme fishing prowess, or what?
Well, we all talked about it, and we'd like to get our limits, but we'd like a few big ones too.
Okay, that's the story here. Now, what do you think, Ray? Can we do it?
Oh, I'm sure we can get the limits. The big one's been slow this year. We've caught a few nice fish, occasional steelhead, but a lot of small fish. We're in between classes of adult fish right now.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we're going to get our limit. The last time we were out, it took us about 2 hours.
That's right.
To limit out. We're going to be giving it a try. Out here just south of Brest Bay, this is La Pleasance Bay?
Right.
What you call it? Okay, it looks like a calm day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. We couldn't ask for a nicer day for the waves.
Okay, well, why don't you hit the engines? We'll get out there and we're going to try to limit out on walleye. You stay tuned. It's Thursday night. Time for Michigan Outdoors. Lake Erie was known as a dead lake years ago, but thanks to the public and to our legislators who felt that clean water was worth the cost, Lake Erie hasn't just come back, but it's fabulous for walleye fishing. Ray Nichols is a charter captain who fishes walleye early in the year, then takes his boat to Lake Michigan for salmon later in the summer. But the interesting thing is, he fishes the same techniques for both salmon and walleye, using downriggers and salmon lures, trolling. Most Lake Erie walleye anglers drift with night crawlers and Erie dearies, but Ray finds that because walleye are suspended in this 15 to 20 foot water, trolling anywhere from 3 to 15 feet down takes fish. Now, planer boards are another secret to his success. These are just pieces of wood that float on a strong nylon line, but the hydrodynamics pull the board to the side of the boat, much the same way a kite is pulled by the wind. First mate Kent Norris puts the boards out first, then clips the fishing line to a ring on the planer board and pays out the line so the lure is running to the side of the boat where fish aren't spooked by the boat going over them. And of course, the releases on the planer board work just like downrigger releases. Ray says that almost any trolling lure will work, but he's found good success with the new Verimet, a Finnish lure that sparkles as it wiggles through the water. This just might be another Rapala. We'll see how fishermen react to it as it becomes more available. Wiggleworts and Hottentots are also Lake Erie walleye producers, good on planer boards because they dig down to lower depths, while spoons like Flutterchucks catch a good share of walleye trolled behind downriggers. These are all considered salmon lures. Ray fishes them like salmon lures, but he loads the boat and the action starts before all the lines are set. Well, we got one on the first one. Jerry McCrary bringing it aboard. Is it a keeper? Oh, that's going to be a little short, isn't it, Ray?
That's a 12-inch. That's the in-between. Give me a little slack. That's a 12-inch in-between class fish.
One in the net. The biggest one was out of the net.
Yeah, I know.
Good job, Kent. Fish are coming aboard just about continuously. We have one on just about every minute, sometimes 2 and 3. A lot of them are small, about 3 or 4 that we throw back for every one we keep. But that's been about normal.
That's about normal. We catch nice ones, but a lot of little ones in between.
Now, Ray,
It's exciting that way.
okay, well, you and Ray both have your charter captain's license, and you're a county commissioner, so that keeps you busy. Ray works at Ford full-time.
Right. It gives us a very hectic lifestyle. Raymond stays on the boat so that he's here to keep it maintained and take the charters. He takes the morning charter, and then I'll take the afternoons so that we try to keep everybody happy and still keep the boat going and have time to keep that full-time job going too.
How do you guys keep happy, though? I mean, that is a lot of stress, a lot of work.
Oh, we've always worked 18, 20 hours a day, so it's nothing new for us.
So you actually get a kick out of it.
Oh, I love it. If we didn't love it, how could we do it? But it's great. You know, it's not so much the idea of catching fish, but just the pleasure that it gives people. Most people come out, it's a one-time thing for them. Sometimes it's just that their life is so hectic, it's the only chance they get to relax. And it's just a lot of fun to see people relax, have a nice time, and have a good catch.
Well, you and Ray seem more people type of people than fish type of people.
We love people. That's why we're doing it. If we were doing it just to fish, we'd come out and fish for ourselves.
Well, you do catch fish, though. I mean, these fellows who got the trip during the PBS auction, they figured if they came out with us, we'd take them to where we get our limits.
Well, sure. That's what makes it fun for us, is seeing other people get fish. As I said, usually it's their only chance to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that they have fish, they have a good time, and when they do, we do.
We are fishing with trolling lines, the salmon style with downriggers, and I don't see any other boats out here, maybe 1 or 2, that have been trolling. Everybody else is drifting with night crawler harnesses. Do you have significantly more success this way?
Definitely. We have limited out every trip this season, and that does not happen with the others simply because it's a slower process. Mm-hmm. It's fun to fish that way, but it is slow. With trolling, you'll produce a lot more fish, and that's why occasionally you'll see boats that do troll out here, and on weekends you're beginning to see a significant increase of trollers. Primarily, your weekend fishermen are the ones that don't have a lot of time and need to produce.
The big ones that are few and far between, is there any pattern to catching the bigger ones?
There doesn't seem to be. The warmer days, we get the bigger fish. We had that wind come through yesterday, and it's cooled off considerably. When it warms up, we'll get the bigger fish.
We're trolling over an area here they call the dumping grounds. And this is where the city used to come out and dump a lot of trash and garbage and wrecked cars and all, which of course has been stopped because that was unpopular. But isn't it kind of ironic that these dumping grounds now are the most popular places to fish?
It really is. Of course, it creates a different kind of bottom. It gives a place for the fish to gather. And it's so many years ago that it is well covered with sand and cover, and it does produce more fish.
Here's the moment of truth.
Looks long enough to me.
What do you think? Now the lower lip, I think the lower lip and the back of the top of the fin. What do you think?
Right on.
He's right
Huh?
on.
He's right on. That's it. That's the limit. Okay, let's put him in the box here. Take a look at it. Lift it up. Look at that box of fish. Why don't you grab that one? Jerry, is that yours? Look at this. Well, you guys wanted to get out and catch a mess of fish.
Yeah, that's
You
a
did
nice
it.
mess there.
You happy?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
This
And
is the hottest walleye action we've ever had.
And besides that, you got on Michigan Outdoors.
Yep.
Mission accomplished for Mark Robert, Barry McCrary, and Jerry Emmerich of Lansing. Here they are on Michigan Outdoors with their limits of walleye among the 42 keepers we brought into port. A lot of good eating there, thanks to Captain Ray and Captain Nancy Nichols.